Hi everybody, hello. It's me again, Lillian. Hold on a second, guys. Oh, flip the screen. Highway. Hi, hello. This is Chicago. Driving to the intensive. Good old Chicago. This is the northwest suburbs. No, sorry. I used to live in the northwest suburbs. Now I'm in Valimana. I don't even know what it's called. The south. More south, I think. So let me go ahead and put this here so I can focus. Be safe. So how's everybody doing this morning? Hope everybody is excited, motivated, has had a good weekend so far. It's Sunday, and today is the last day of the intensive, and I wanted to share, because I've shared day 1, day 2, day 3, day 1, day 2, now today is day 3, going into the intensive. Our intensive workshop was for all levels, so it was beginners, intermediate, and advanced. And so we obviously had to blend the foundation of what mediumship is, and then bring the students into recognizing the feeling of spirit, the feeling of energy, the feeling of their guides. How do you feel spirit, but then how do you feel psychic information as well? So what is the difference between the two? So we covered that yesterday, love and energy.
In half a mile, keep left at the fork to stay on I-355 north.
It's amazing. I can't believe it's day 3. I'm a little tired today, but once I have my coffee, I'll be fine. It is indeed like an intensive process.
Keep left at the fork to stay on I-355 north.
Going to class. You're, all day in this heightened energy for 2 days, however long that intensive is. And that's where, the students walk away as well as the teacher with this heightened energy. You feel very high, very attuned to a new energy because of all the days that you've spent with your students. Hi, Lorianne! Yay! Lori came to the platform intensive, and that was awesome for her graduation. And so when you're in that frequency for all those days, it does attune your energy to a higher level. You do feel a bit different by the end of it, during and the end of it, and it takes probably a couple days in a week for you to feel like you're back down to more of a normal state. And not normal because you're changed. It's a beautiful gift that your frequency comes to a different place. So day 3 today, we're gonna work still as we did yesterday, but we're gonna work more with each other, really getting them to feel how they feel, the souls coming in, and how they feel. Again, if it's psychic, if it's mediumship, what is mind and no mind, recognizing it and coming to it. During the last couple of days, we have brought them to many different scenarios, and they've communed with spirit, meaning that they've not only sat with each other, but they've sat with spirit, which is really important for me, and also Lindsay, for the recognition of how, the relationship that the medium will begin to build with the spirit world. Because if you think about it, the sitter is important. They've chosen you to be vulnerable in front of and trust, and that's a beautiful, beautiful process. It really is. But the spirit world is key, and if you are sitting with them outside of the readings and really getting to know them, you'll build your own philosophy of what that is, and what is the process of them using you as a medium, and you working with them as well. So sitting with them is important. It really is. Some people think, but it feels like I'm imagining. It feels like I'm making this up. Like there's no sitter to validate it. But when you're doing it with a class, the validation is the pattern that is coming in through each and every student individually. You can't make that up. There's no way one student would have got hi Carmen, missed you in class. I wish you would have made it, but I'll be announcing information on my next intensive when I'm done here. But you know, you'll see a pattern on when everybody's sitting with spirit. You open up like you're going to do a reading and you sit with spirit, and you know, call them in for different reasons to work with us in different exercises. And it's so amazing to see that the validation becomes the consistency with what the students are receiving through those exercises and through that process. And through that, they build the confidence. Hi, Charlotte. Hello. Hi, Valentina. Hi, Valentina. Oh my God, Valentina, I love you. So, you know, my mediumship changes every year. Obviously, the fundamentals stay the same, but my relationship strengthens with the spirit world. My respect for them strengthens. My desire to be their voice just becomes an obsession with me more and more. That's a good obsession to have, I think. And you know, although my physical body is a little bit tired, because of course I still am a wife, and I spent time with my husband yesterday at a very good friend's house. Thank you, Candace, for having us over. It was wonderful. You guys are amazing people. You really are. So nice and so humble. Great example of what parents should be. I would have gotten home a little bit later. Not too late, but still. Again, that goes back to what I've said before is, you know, juggling the time to be a medium, but a wife and a mother as well is very, very important. So all of that kind of plays a big part in energetic responsibility, and you know, those scrub baths and tuning your energy and grounding it and making sure that you're not depleted physically, because you have to still live this human experience and be who you need to be. So I'm very excited that today is day 3. I'm very emotional because I feel like I want more time with the students always. I'm never ready to stop embracing them and supporting them and hugging them and loving them and being there for their releases, whatever they're feeling, and the moments that are so profound that they're just in tears and crying and just being the vessel that they need me to be in whatever way they need me to be, because that's what I feel being a spiritual teacher is understanding students to the level of their heart and their soul, not defining them by the human experiences and not even in a class. So it's been a great experience today. We're gonna get to work, and yesterday was a bit fun. I bought my chakra tuning forks for them to use if they felt guided. I brought Aura Mist for them. I've been using the Aura Mist through the whole class. Lindsay is amazing. The compatibility between the two of us has been great. She was a teacher, and so she had the dry erase board because she uses a projector for the most part. But just having that structure, she's like, look, Lillian, write it down. Which me, I'm more like, all right, guys, get your journals out. Let's write it. Really was a great addition to teaching. I really like that. So I learned from her as well, which was really, really such a gift to me and really nice. So I am very thankful. I'm excited to announce that my next and last in-person gallery in Chicago will be August 25th to the 26th. Again, it is August 25th to the 26th. This will be a 2-day mediumship intensive. Okay. I am opening it up to all levels, but I am requiring for the knowledge of at least the auric field and the chakras to be present with all the students. So I am asking that the knowledge of chakras and the aura be present when registering for the intensive. I am limiting it to 20 students because it will be me by myself, and I'd like to allow myself to give time to each of the student and give an evaluation towards the end of class. So I'm going to be looking at how each student is working, and I'm going to give an evaluation towards the end of class that's written that you guys can take with you, and what my suggestions are, what your strengths are, what things I see that you're still developing on, and how you can move forward with development and what I suggest. So I will will be posting the registration information today for that intensive. So if you are guided and you are in another state, you have a little time here. If you are in Chicago, yay, you don't have to travel. But again, it's open to everybody, not just developing mediums in Chicago. My focus is going to be strengthening your relationship with the spirit world. And in doing that, you will create a bottom line. What is my bottom line in my relationship with my guides and the spirit world? You will also, sorry guys, you will also come into a place of really understanding the process that you're going through as a medium, and what is the process with the sitter. What do they, what should we focus on to help their experience to be a loving experience, at the same time allowing us to understand that it's not always going to be somebody that is not grieving that is going to seek readings, but people that are grieving are going to seek readings. How do you navigate that? How do you navigate some different types of readings? And that's how we're going to work with the spirit world. How do I navigate a reading where the sitter's asking tons of questions and wants specific information? How do I navigate that? How do I navigate somebody that has never had a reading? How do I navigate somebody that is a skeptic? What happens if I have souls coming in that the sitter doesn't want to hear from? So all of these things are real. An intensive, we can give you unfoldment information and developing information, but let's get down to the nitty-gritty with my last intensive, and let's work out the moments that are a bit difficult, and let's get the views of the spirit world, because really they're the ones that are going to help us navigate that more so than the sitter. And as mediums, we should obviously stay focused upon the healing of both worlds, right? This world and the next. So that's going to be the focus for my Chicago, next Chicago 2-day intensive here at the Doubletree Hilton Hotel in Wooddale. It'll be my next and last in-person, with me teaching it by myself. I will have an intensive with Luann Beecher. She's coming in from Maryland in October. So we'll be doing an intensive in October as well. But just me teaching, it's going to be in August. And I made it very affordable. The hotel is not a bad price. The rooms are not a bad price. Does not have a shuttle, but I work with the students to help those that are coming in from the airport, not renting a car, to be picked up. So if you're guided to come from out of town, let me know. The intensive is going to be $225. So it'll be $225 for both days. And on the Saturday, I will do a couple of hours after class. So we'll break at 5 and come back at 7. And I'll be working with you guys as a gift with a little bit of platform. So I'll give you guys a 2-hour workshop on platform. How it feels to take the platform, and have the students kind of get up there and read and feel the power in the platform. So Saturday will be a little bit of a long day with a 2-hour break. But I invite all levels. As long as you can understand the chakra system and the auras, you are welcome to come into this 2-day intensive. So be looking out for that information. And again, I just wanted to share with you guys a little of what we're going to do today, how the day went yesterday was fantastic, and what it is that my focus is with my intensives in Chicago. And again, they'll be in troubleshooting. We're going to get to, yes, the opening, the closing, and spiritual hygiene, but we're going to get down to what is it to navigate through different types of readings. How do we feel them? What is our receiving side? What are our feeling centers, which is the clear feeling, clear, hearing, our receiving centers, clear seeing, clear knowing, and then go into just really sitting with spirit and seeing their view about what we can do to help different situations by asking them to come in with specific information. So that's what's happening in Chicago. Those that are developing, again, you are welcome. I'm excited. Those that are guided out of state, any students, come on out and join me. join me, and again, feel guided. Don't do it just because it sounds good. Do it because it feels good. Drop into your solar plexus and see if this is something that you're guided to do. Again, I am limiting it to 20 students, so I will only be taking 20 students for this intensive, because that's 10 partners, and I'm able to come around and have enough time to spot you guys. Again, giving you an evaluation towards the end of this intensive. It's a written one where you guys can take that information with you and use it as guidance. So many blessings. I'm excited for those students that are on their last day. They're doing a fantastic job. They're very supportive of each other. They're loving. And I look forward to seeing all of you guys online in any of my classes. Join my YouTube channel. All my videos on my YouTube channel. There's a lot of free information there. And I hope to see my 20 students in August. And again, that's going to be August 25th through the 26th. And that'll be an in-person 2-day mediumship intensive. And it will be at the Doubletree Hilton Hotel in Woodville. Many blessings, you guys. Hope to see you soon. Bye for now.